Hello, boys and girls. How are you? Are you having a good day? Boys and girls, it has been a windy day at my house. Has it been windy at your house? Well, today I want to read the story of Easter. Boys and girls, who is that? That is Jesus. We don't really know what he looked like, but that's what we think he looked like. Yeah. Easter is about Jesus. Can you say that with me? Can you say Jesus? Yeah. We're going to read about Jesus. Jesus came to earth to live as a man. He was one of us, a part of God's great plan. He taught us the truth and what God's love meant, and many people followed him everywhere he went. There's Jesus and his followers. One day, on a donkey, he entered a great town, and his followers all cheered, but some men wore a frown. Oh no, not everyone liked Jesus. We need to like Jesus. We need to love Jesus. These men didn't like Jesus and all that he had done. They were cross when he said he was God's own son. Boys and girls, Jesus is God's son. Yeah, you say that with me. Jesus is God's son. Jesus shared a supper with all his closest friends. He knew his time on earth was coming to an end. Who is that? Yeah, that's right. It's Jesus. He was with his disciples. He went into a garden late that night to pray. Look at Jesus praying. Desperate, he said, "Father, is this the only way?" Uh-oh. What were the disciples doing over here? They were sleeping. But Jesus was praying. The men who didn't like Jesus found him praying there. Uh-oh. They took him to be judged, even though it was not fair. Where are they taking Jesus? Where do you think they're going to take him? They took him to be judged. They asked Jesus questions for a very long time, but could not find him guilty of a single crime. Boys and girls, Jesus was innocent. You say that? He was innocent. When the ruler called Pilate wished to set Jesus free, many in the crowd shouted, "Hang him on a tree!" Oh no. Boys and girls, Jesus was innocent. He never sinned. Jesus was not guilty, but he was put on a cross. Just as God had told him, his life must be lost. Oh no, boys and girls. Jesus did that for you and me, boys and girls. Jesus let them hang him on a cross for you and for me. Yep, because he loved us so much. And suddenly, the sky went dark and everyone was scared. What's gonna happen? But boys and girls, 3 hours later, Jesus died, and his friends despaired. And some men took his body and put it in a cave. They rolled a stone across to make a sealed grave. They put him in a grave. Can you say that? You say grave. and they sealed it shut. But, and all this was God's plan, boys and girls, that Jesus had to die to pay the price. But boys and girls, on the third day, to everyone's surprise, up from the grave he arose. The stone had moved away, and Jesus was alive. Yay! Jesus came back to life, and the stone had moved away. You see, Jesus, he's not in the grave anymore. And all this was God's plan, boys and girls, that Jesus had to die to pay the price for our sin, for all our wrongs and lies. And so, because of Jesus, when our lives are through, we can live in heaven if we trust and love him too. The end. Boys and girls, John 3:16 says, "For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him shall not perish, but have everlasting life." Can you say that with me? Let's say it one more time. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth on him shall not perish, but have everlasting life. Yes, boys and girls, that is a promise that we have from God. I love you. I miss you. Bye-bye.